What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 125, and we start today's episode with another transfer offer for David De Gea. This time Juventus want our goalkeeper, but we say no. De Gea is going absolutely nowhere, and there you go. And also a transfer offer for Marion Schwarzer as well. Now, this guy was the first academy player we ever promoted. He's 70 overall at 20 years old. He's a right back, but we usually play him left back due to the fact he's left-footed. Espanyol wanted for 750 grand. We say give us what he's valued at right now, 975 grand. You can take him, and they said yes. So Schwarzer, the first academy player we promoted, looks like he's on his way to Espanyol, which is okay because he doesn't get too many minutes. He's a 70 overall at just 20 years old, so he's got room to grow and everything, but his potential was never that great anyway. He's low down in the pecking order basically, and we still want to buy another left back anyway as a replacement for Grimaldo whenever he gets injured or suspended or tired. One of those is Jose Gaia, the other one is Moreno. We put in a bid for Gaia, so Schwartz is going to go to Espanyol. It's a bit of a shame to see one of our academy players go, but he wasn't going to play too many games. He was never going to make the Spain squad, and that's the whole point of the series. So he can go. We'll get a bit of cash for him, and maybe we'll be able to sign Jose Gaia. You never know. But still, we take on Real Sociedad for the first game of today's episode here. Now, Moyes' men are currently sitting in 17th place in La Liga, having a very, very poor season. Right now, we are top of the table and having a very, very good season. So coming to this game here at El Sardinero, you predicted the game was going to go only one way, to be honest. We were definitely fancying our chances before the game. Coming on the back of that win against Valencia as well at El Sardinero in the Copa del Rey round of 16, first leg here at El Sardinero 2 by 2-1. Definitely fancying our chances, and the first chance would fall directly from kickoff here as we pass the ball around. Jesse Rodriguez keeps hold of the ball and plays it through towards Aguza here. We retain possession pretty nicely early on. Don't really want to give the ball away too early. This is what I usually do in the first 5 to 10 in-game minutes. Just keep hold of the ball. Don't play long balls forward or anything. Just pass it around simply on the floor and basically get everyone involved. As Carvajal plays it through towards Jesse Rodriguez here, he takes it around his man, takes it backwards and finds Carvajal. Again, simple passing, precise passing, nothing too major, but as Carvajal skips past his man, he drills in across, picks out Gomez at the far post, and Moy Gomez makes it Racing 1, Sociedad 0, 5 in-game minutes in, and in that goal, Sociedad did not touch the ball once, and every single Racing Santander player touched the ball in that goal. That was just wonderful. That was genuinely one of the best goals I've ever scored for teamwork. That was just beautiful. Every single Racing Santander player touched the ball. Moy Gomez there putting the icing on the cake, finishing the chance off. Every single Racing Santander player, all 10 outfield players, and that man De Gea as well, got a touch of that ball. Brilliant teamwork, wonderfully worked goal. Racing Santander 1, Real Sociedad 0, and that's just absolutely wonderful. Whenever those team goals come off, they're rare to score them, but they look so beautiful. So Racing 1, Sociedad 0, the perfect start to this game. De Gea makes a good stop here in the 9th minute, tip this header over the bar and keep it at 1-0, and in the 22nd minute here, a great chance to make it 2-0. Morata wins the ball back here, gives it through towards Rodriguez down the right hand side. Really good chance, he cuts past his man, shoots from a tight angle and also scores as well. So Jesse Rodriguez makes it Racing 2, Sociedad 0, 22 minutes in. And we're already 2 goals up in this game and looking like, not to be too arrogant and cocky and everything, but looking like the game was going to be ours, considering league position, the way we've been scoring goals left, right and centre this season, only conceding 9 goals in La Liga. Jesse Rodriguez gets his 17th goal in La Liga so far already, 20 games in. Well, it's the 20th game, 20 games in now, and we're already looking really good. De Gea does make a really good save here in the 26th minute to keep it at 2-0, and in the 35th minute we had a free kick. Moy Gomez stands over it, swings the cross in towards Isco in the centre, and his header goes just off target and behind for a corner, as it did take a deflection, but it was still 2-0. And going into the break, we were still 2 goals up. We would get a bit of sad news though. Moy Gomez, who scored our first goal, does get himself an injury, and he would eventually get subbed off at half time as well. So hopefully that's not a bad one, and it's still 2-0 going into the break. And 4 minutes after the restart here, Jesse Rodriguez, who scored our second goal, goes down the right hand side, has the pace, has the agility, rises slide challenge, cuts it back towards Morata, but Morata is denied by a good save by the goalkeeper, and it is still 2-0. So Sociedad had quite a few good chances in this game though. It wasn't all one-way traffic, which we were expecting, to be honest. They had another good chance here as they get themselves forward with Granero. Eventually comes to Johansson, his strike ends up hitting the bar, and the follow-up header by Carlos Vela is wonderfully saved by De Gea. What a great stop that was, and it was still 2-0. So still De Gea looking to preserve his clean sheet at 2-0. From the corner it's crossed in here. De Gea doesn't do a great job with the corner trying to deal with it. We get the ball away regardless. It comes to Alvaro Morata, plays a free ball out wide towards Jesse Rodriguez. It's a brilliant chance for Rodriguez to get himself his second goal of the game. These are the situations where he's so good at cutting inside and shooting, keeps on going, but instead of shooting, he waits for the run of Isco, picks him out, and makes it Racing 3, Sociedad 0. And of course, right now, Morata and Rodriguez having their own personal battle to see who will score more goals come the end of the season, and Rodriguez clearly didn't want to give it to Morata. He could have done, but instead he thought, I'll hold the ball up. Instead of giving it towards my rival for the golden boot this season, I'll give it to Isco instead, because I'm still contributing to the play, but not allowing Morata to score more goals. So Racing 3, Sociedad 0, Isco's 7th goal of La Liga so far, and we are 3 goals up in this game, and surely now the 3 points are ours. Sociedad had a good chance there to grab themselves a route back into the game in the 77th minute, but this volley goes wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. And in the 84th minute, another good chance for Sociedad here is to get themselves inside. The defending was quite poor in this goal, I'll be honest, as they worked their way inside. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest, with the players, but eventually a shot comes in, it finds the bottom corner, and it's Racing 3, Sociedad 1. So it was a bit of a shame because De Gea was playing so well. I was really hopeful I'd keep his clean sheet, but instead that was really poor defending by me. Can't blame anyone but myself for that goal, can't blame the goalkeeper or anything, and it is Racing Santander 3, Real Sociedad 1. So with 5 minutes to go, the game was basically over, but Sociedad do grab themselves a consolation goal, prevent De Gea from getting a clean sheet, and it's now 3-1. And the final chance fell here in stoppage time. Sociedad looking for a late flurry of chances, trying to get themselves back in the game. Canales goes through and eventually shoots, but De Gea does make a smart stop, and we get the ball away. So final score was Racing Santander 3, Real Sociedad 1, and another victory notched up for Racing Santander. So really pleased with that. And again, the goal was really frustrating because, you know, we defended so well for the entire game, and then the defending was just so poor. I don't know what I was doing. They get themselves inside and they score it as well. But final score 3-1. Great to get another win, and there you go. And following that, Villarreal came in for us for Eosa Perez instead of give us £23 million for our backup striker. That is a brilliant deal. But Perez is the type of guy you have in your team who doesn't play too many games, doesn't start too many matches because you've got better strikers in the team. But whenever he plays, he always scores goals for you, you know. So I have no plans to sell Perez, even though that bid is really good. So I said to Villarreal, give me £60 million, which is just ridiculous, and you can take him. So yeah, I have no plans to sell Perez, even though that is a really good deal, because as a backup striker, he does the job whenever he gets on the pitch. But still following that, Alex Garcia goes out on loan, one of our academy players there, and also Schwarzer does get sold to Espanyol for £975,000, and that's totally fine with me, as he didn't play too many games, and there you go. And also Al Brahim is returning from injury, which is great. So yeah, no more Schwarzer anymore. The first ever academy player we had has now been sold, and as we go in search of trying to sign a new left back anyway, hopefully we'll get one in this transfer window, maybe not though, but I'm looking for Moreno and Gaia right now, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But regardless, we take on Valencia for the second and final game of today's episode here away at the Mestalla. This is the Copa del Rey round of 16 second leg tie. We won the first leg by 2-1, so coming into this tie here, as you can see by the team, I did decide to rest 10 players. Only Grimaldo would start due to fitness reasons, and we have a big game in the league at home, away from home, even at the Bernabeu on the weekend in 3 days time against Real Madrid. So I thought I'd rest the players coming into this game, and the first chance did fall to us. That free kick went just wide of the post on behind, but a bit of sad news though. In the 28th minute, we did get ourselves an injury. Oliver Torres gets taken down, and hopefully that is not a serious injury. So still 0-0 here in the 36th minute. Valencia had a good chance here to open the scoring. Paco Alcacer's shot goes just wide of the post on behind for a goal kick. So going into the break, it was still 0-0 in this game. 10 minutes after the restart though, the first goal would be scored by us, and it was Ruano Delgado. When was the last time we saw this guy score? But of course, naturally, it has to be from coming off the bench. Delgado scores his first goal in a while for us regardless, makes it Valencia 0, Racing Santander 1, after getting played through 1-on-1 with Rene Adler, kept his composure, and of course Delgado, like every single goal he scores, has to come off the bench, even if they're rare to see nowadays. So Valencia 0, Racing Santander 1, Delgado with the goal. It's now 3-1 to Racing on aggregate, and Valencia needs to score 2 goals in this game. Just a couple minutes later though, they would get one of those 2 goals, as I gave the ball away stupidly with Barrios. Eventually Lacazette goes forward and shoots, and what a finish that is by the French striker. I said in the last game against Valencia, Blanco played in that game and made a mistake for the goal which Gaia scored. I felt there's nothing he could have done about this one. What a strike by Lacazette, absolutely fantastic by the French striker. I give the ball away, Lacazette gets the ball just outside the area, and how about that for a finish? Really good. And it's Valencia 1, Racing 1, and a few minutes later they had another another good chance here. Valencia. Gaia finds Adnan Januzaj, and Belgium finds Paco Alcacer. Alcacer plays it inside towards Lacazette, through towards William Carvalho, and Valencia turn the game on its head within the space of 10 in-game minutes. It's a really nicely worked goal. What a lovely goal that was there. And William Carvalho drills the ball in, and the Portuguese midfielder makes it Valencia 2, Racing Santander 1. So back on level terms on aggregate. It's now 3-3. Both sides have an away goal each, so 2-1 right now. In the 73rd minute, it could have been 3-1 to Valencia as Januzaj on the ball. Turns his man and plays it inside towards Carvalho, who scored a second goal. Back to Januzaj. His shot ends up canning off the post though, and we get the ball away. So still 2-1. In the 75th minute, another good chance here, this time to us. Depe plays the ball through towards Rana Delgado, our goal scorer. Takes around his man with a fake shot, gets himself inside and shoots, but that is a horrible finish, and it goes wide of the post. That was really poor from me there, and it was still 2-1. It looked so that was how the game was going to finish as well. Looked as though were going to extra time until the 88th minute when Valencia get themselves forward here. They just launch a ball into the box, and you know, Blanco, he wasn't at fault for either of the 2 goals which Valencia scored, but he's at fault for this one. The ball gets launched into the box here, and I just don't really know what he's trying to do. I mean, Lacazette has clearly got enough about him to get onto the end of that ball into the box, and he just seems to duck. I think he's sort of caught in an animation to try and pick the ball up off the ground, but it's not going to hit the ground. Lacazette's obviously going to try and poke the ball past him, and he does. It's really indecisive from Blanco. That for me is a real howler, and the French striker makes it Valencia 3, Racing Santander 1, now 4-3 on aggregate, and they are surely going through to the Copa del Rey quarter-final. So devastated about that, and again, Blanco, like seriously, he was such a great goalkeeper for us, but in both of these games we've played him, there's been 2 of the 4 goals which we conceded I think have been his fault. So Valencia 3, Racing Santander 1, we are surely all out of the competition now after a howler from Blanco, but in from kickoff we pass our way forward. Reina goes down left hand side, back heels towards Depe. Depe plays it back to Reina, and I couldn't believe this, but starting his first game for the club, Manolo Reina makes it Valencia 3, Racing Santander 2, now 4-4 on aggregate, and it's just crazy. Like, of all the players that would score the goal that will now put us through to the Copa del Rey quarterfinals on the away goal ruling, it comes through the guy who started his first game for the club in stoppage time. Absolutely crazy. But Manolo Reina even makes it Valencia 3, Racing Santander 2, 4-4 on aggregate, and because of the away goal ruling, we are going through to Copa del Rey quarterfinals. So out of nothing, you know, we were surely going out as Lacazette scored that goal. Then we just work our way forward and get ourselves the goal that will now put us through on the away goal ruling. But from kickoff, Valencia give the ball away. It comes to Rana Delgado. He takes it around Ruiz with a quick little step over, makes it Valencia 3, Racing Santander 3, with 2 goals in the space of a few seconds in real time. And we're not only going through on the away goal ruling, we're now going through on aggregate, and also we're going to preserve our undefeated season so far, because we were going to be going through as a 3-2 defeat and just going through on the away goal ruling. Now it's Valencia 3, Racing Santander 3, 5-4 on aggregate, and we are going through preserving our undefeated season so far thanks to those 2 late goals which came basically out of nothing. Nobody would have predicted that. Absolutely ridiculous. As soon as Lacazette scored, I thought the game was over. We were going out the Copa del Rey final, but 2 late goals ensures us that we do go through to the next round, 5-4 on aggregate, and I'm really pleased with that. But that does end the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon. And please don't laugh because I can't pronounce aggregate. I just can't do it.